Hello, you're here with Miss Libby Rose, and for today's festive make, we're going to make a small stuffed stocking. So we've got the stocking with the bit of colourful fluff on the top there. So first of all, we want to get this shape. So cut 2 pieces of your stocking shape and lay them with right sides together. Next, you want to get your bit of fluffy fabric. So I've got a strip of fluffy fabric that's going to go across the top. Now I'm going to place this inside the stocking. So I'm going to lay them right sides together, but putting that piece of fluffy fabric exactly where I'd like it and sticking out a little bit at the top. Can you see that? Sort of sticking out a bit at the top. So when I sew these right sides together, I'm going to stitch that in at the same time. Okay, so I've got my bit of fluff inside. Then make a chalk mark where you're going to leave your gap. Now your gap will be left to turn it through to the right way, but also the same gap is what you'll use to insert your ribbon and to put in the stuffing as well. So I'm going to chalk out where that gap should be. Now I've put mine on the side so the stocking sort of hangs like that. You can put it in the middle or wherever you like. So I'll probably make my chalk mark around there. So enough space for you to turn it through, enough space for you to put the stuffing in and put your piece of ribbon in as well. So put some pins in. Once you've done all of that, put some pins in and then get ready to stitch around the edge. So you're going to be stitching the fluff in. So the reason why that's sticking out is so that you can stitch over the top of it. And stitch the whole way around as close as you can to the edge, leaving maybe 0.5 seam allowance or anything you can, edge of the foot or the middle of the foot around the edge. And you start off doing it backwards and forwards as normal and go all the way around your shape. And if you start to go a bit off piste, the easiest thing to do is just to pop your needle down. So turn the wheel so your needle's down, lift the lever and turn yourself back on track again. Okay, so stitching the whole way around. So with this one I've stitched the whole way around and then I've got my hole in the side. So once I turn that through, you'll see that that is holding the fluffy fabric in place. Okay, so that's a super nice and easy way to get that fluff in. And then the next step is to put the stuffing inside. Now, what I've done with my stuffing is to make it aromatic. I've used some Christmas scent. So I've just used some it's called Christmas spice refresher oil. So any sort of spicy, Christmassy scent that you can. Popped it into the stuffing, and then what you can do is put some bits of cloves, some cinnamon bark, some star anise, anything that smells nice and Christmassy. You can pop that into your stuffing as well and crush it up if you can, sort of put some crushed up around so that then that all sits nicely inside the stuffing, and then you're ready to stuff in. So push all the way down, right to the end of the boot, first of all, the stocking boot, whatever you'd like to call it. So all the way down to the end, down, down, down. So you've got that all the way to the bottom, because that's the trickiest part to get to. So you want to get that all the way down there, and then you can just bulk it out with the rest of your stuffing and put little bits of nice little bits of herbs in there. So it's a real nice scented hanging then. So once all of these are in, then we've got all these nice bits of stuffing, and we've got the bits of herbs in there as well to make it smell lovely. Then you just want to get your ribbon that you will use for your hanging. And that's just personal choice how long you want your ribbon, just for what you're going to hang it on. So I've just got a piece about that big, so I just want a little loop at the end of mine. So I push that in, then you've got your gap, so the gap where you put your stuffing in, the gap that you've left for your turning through, and I just slide the ribbon doubled over into there. Now you should be able to get underneath now, because you've only stitched along the top of the fluff. You can get underneath and stitch across there, so the stitching will be hidden again down under the fluff. Okay, so I'm going to lift that up and do a little top stitch along there. Again, do your backwards and forwards so you're holding it in nicely. So that's nice and hidden at the front, so you can't really see the stitching there, and there you are. So you can see the stitching on the back still, but you could put some more fluff on the back actually. You could have put 2 on there maybe if you wanted to, if you're going to see the back, but I'm not going to see the back for mine. So I'm there, and I've got a nice Christmas stocking with a bit of red fluff across the top. Thank you so much for watching, and again, if you've made one yourself, I'd love to see pictures, and if you've got any questions or anything, don't hesitate to pop me an email or pop a question below this video, or whatever's easiest for you. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all those things too. So thank you very much, happy making, and I'll see you again soon.